First of all, we have the CPU. The CPU is the brain of the computer. The CPU performs mathematical calculations, logical comparisons, and also manages the memory in your computer, etc. Every program runs from your CPU, and CPUs are relatively expensive compared to other PC parts. Now let's move on to the motherboard. The motherboard is the heart of the computer. Almost every PC part has a place on the motherboard, and each PC part works together thanks to the motherboard. It's also relatively cheap compared to other PC components. Now let's move on to storage. All of your files are stored on these storage devices. First of all, the hard drive is good at storing a large amount of data, but it's pretty slow. Second of all, we have the SATA SSD, which is way faster than a traditional hard drive, but still slower than an NVMe. Last of all, we have the NVMe, which is the most expensive, but the fastest. Next, let's move on to RAM. RAM stands for Random Access Memory. RAM stores all the data that the processor needs to open files and open applications. Next, let's move on to the graphics card. The GPU displays an image on your monitor. It is also used for things like gaming, video editing, 3D modeling, and training AI. GPUs have a massive amount of cores compared to CPUs, but they are much weaker than CPU cores. Next, we have the PC case. The name is pretty self-explanatory. The next part is the power supply, and it provides power for each and every PC component. Next, we have the cooling system, and the cooling system makes sure the PC doesn't